and this movie's called The Empty Man.
Hey, wait. We gotta try it.
Try what?
Calling the empty man.
Who's the empty man?
If you're on a bridge and you find a bottle, you blow into it, and you think about the empty man. Oh, come on, Mandy. How old are you?
Tell him the rest.
On the first night, you hear him. And on the second night, you see him.
And on the third night?
Well, on the third night, he finds you.
Okay. I was actually recently recommended this film by a buddy of mine who told me to watch it because it was one of the best horrors he had seen in a long time. Stars James Badge Dale, Marion Ireland, Sasha Frolova, Robert Amayo, Samantha Logan, Aaron Poole. So this movie is an interesting one. On a trail of a missing girl, an ex-cop comes across a secretive group attempting to summon a terrifying supernatural entity. Yeah, I know what that sounds like, everybody. So this movie was interesting because the first part of the movies, it almost seemed like two different movies, like from the intro. The intro is basically these people kind of looks like mountain climbing up in like some place, and one of them
Like
runs
this right
in.
here.
Yeah, basically. Have you guys seen this film?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Empty
No.
Man?
Yeah, you've seen this film, Steve?
Yeah. And it was like some like I don't even know where it was. Were they like in Asia? That's what I thought at
I
first.
thought they were going for like a Tibet thing, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's what I thought. I was like, are they in Asia right now? Where are they?
Yeah, because there was no like, like any kind of text that told you. But anyway, one of them falls into this cave, and man, let me tell you, the shrine in which he sees is pretty fucking spooky.
It is.
Although I
That
will
was
not
pretty-
lie to you, the whole time was thinking, man, do you think like that was placed on him, or do you think he like shat that way? Like,
He probably did it.
He shat those bones out because it looked like they were exploding.
They did. It was
from
just like
behind him.
from yeah.
It looked like he had like ate a bunch of people and then tried to take a shit, and then he fucking died.
Like one of them didn't set the right way.
Well,
so
that
I
took
went,
out the
oh.
What? I'm just telling you what I thought. Let's look this up.
So
Let's look this up real
Because
quick.
it does look crazy. It's like, whoa, dude.
I want to get your guys'. I want to get some opinions on this here. Let's see. Well, let me find a good picture because I want Donna to tell me if it looks like a man.
Are you talking about like this one? God dang it. Like he's sitting up against the wall.
Yeah.
What
Or
the
you just-
fuck?
There's a bone behind him now where it looks like he just exploded.
Now, does he look like?
Yes.
Looks like he shot out a bunch of people. I mean, I think that's spooky in itself.
No,
They didn't
it
have to
looks
go any
like
further
she
than
was-
that.
That's
Yeah,
pretty.
Like she
There's
was
the movie there.
childbirth, and she's like, you know what? Fuck this.
The
What
Empty
the
Man.
fuck?
So
No
that's
wonder it's an empty man.
right. That's why it's called the Empty Man, because he emptied himself out all over that wall.
What's that Stephen King movie where they come out of his stomach?
Anyway, back to this review. Back to this review. So yeah, the first half of the movie seemed like a whole nother horror movie because basically it's taking place in the snow.
Yeah.
There's an entity chasing these climbers, and because one of them's gone basically temporary insane, and then you find out, oh crap, they've all gone insane, and then they basically all die.
Yeah.
And they say the Empty Man did it. And there's this huge story, and I like it. This is why I like
that. Yeah, I liked it too.
this is why I like movies like this, though. It's kind of funny because as my friend was recommending me this, he was like, yeah, so it's about this. I was like, oh, yeah? I was like, is it about a mystery in a small town? About a bunch of murders? I was like, because I like films like that. I was like, trust me. Because I watched The
Maine.
Cryptid. I was like, and Cryptid's about like a bunch of murders in a small town. It turns out to be a monster that's real. I was like, I liked it. You know, because it's kind of like Silence of the Lambs, you know, it's like, ooh, is it murders in small towns? So I like those kind of films. The small town murder mystery. So anyway.
Listen, the only thing Lacine is known for is two killers, and I'm not mentioning either one of them online. So if you want to go
Okay.
look yourselves.
if they say the empty man did it, you might have a real fucking problem, because that's what basically happens in this movie. Is there's a lot of murders that this cop goes on in this small town solving these mysteries, because there's a ton of murders, bunch of girls missing and committing suicide, and basically it's this whole occult known as the Empty Man, and basically he goes.
So they're circumcised themselves to.
I don't.
please him,
I don't know
the
if
Slender
that
Man?
actually.
No, that's a real cult. No, she's talking about, and that's so funny because I talked about is it the Applegate? It's the Apple Dude or whatever, the Heaven's Gate or some shit like that.
Heaven's Gate.
I actually talked about that.
Yeah.
Dude, as I was watching it, I was like, this shit's like some Heaven's Gate shit. And so yeah, no, you're not too far off, Donna. Shit gets into some Heaven Gate shit, and basically there's a cult. But what ends up being the twist on this movie is the guy chasing
It was
everybody.
a female.
No, close. There wasn't no transgender thing. What it was is that he was actually the Empty Man.
Yeah.
The whole
Good.
time.
Which is that's
He
good.
was. It was like Rosemary's Baby if Rosemary's
So
Baby was
kind of
grown
like
up.
The Sixth Sense, where he
Kind of
was
like
sick all the
Rosemary's Baby,
But you just said all grown up.
but all grown up.
So this is like Rugrats all grown up, but they're
Yeah.
killing people now.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm
Pretty
not.
much.
It wasn't a bad movie. It was a typical kind of like mysterious cult following. It was
Yeah.
good. The acting
It
was
was good.
good. The
Yeah.
atmosphere was good.
And it
There was
really
a
good.
lot
The
of,
twist was pretty good as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Like there was some good elements of this film. It's just that it just kind of made me laugh in a way. The cult element is great, but it had a real Smile-esque kind of element to it as well.
Yeah, it was overexposed. I
I
think
need to
it was
watch
like
it.
they needed to hide their the intentions because there was too much of like, oh, it's the Empty Man that did it, and then
Right.
like it's like, well, maybe just let the film say that rather
Say
than
that. It did
physically
hold their
say it.
hand in some elements to say,
Yeah, like we gotta
and
make sure you know
especially
it.
left the element of like, ooh, is it the coat? Is it the real? Is it
Right.
and
Yeah, I
so
get that, Rob. Yeah.
it was. I liked it though. I'm not saying it was a
It's
bad
good, dude.
movie, but I
Very
also
true
give it a
to there.
solid 6.5.
Oh man, I'm gonna give it a 7.
I gave it a 6.5. I thought it was okay.
It's good to see. Like you are
Better
gonna go for a
Cryptid.
ride on it. Yeah.
It was better than Cryptid, I thought. Even
Yeah.
though, and Cryptid's only bad because at the end they show the fucking monster, and it was like, oh god, you could have just left it like,
You should have left it a
or just the
mystery.
camera, just like,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
and
that would've
Cryptid
been
too,
fine.
because the monster wasn't like it's like when you saw it, you're like, oh.
yeah. But anyway, back to this Empty Man conspiracy. So, did he actually shit out all those bones? I'm telling you, because it looks like if you're taking it at face value, it looks like some scary shit. But
I'm
then
just,
you like step back, it's like, holy shit, this guy he was constipated and he died like in the act. And you guys are all looking it up right now, and you're all like, holy shit, it looks
There was-
like
Yeah, look at that,
Crazy,
guys.
like, dwarf monster just basically killing himself by shitting.
he was. And then he became an entity. I mean, think about it. That's if you ate some people, man, and they killed you. I think that's a
True.
pretty good pass into the supernatural.